You would have the right to be enraged 24/7 and not have any opening in your minds, but you all are leaders in trying to find that place of balance and love or brotherhood again. Charlemagne, to clean it up, what would you like white folks to know? What do you want the world to know? What do you want them to do, brother?
Oh man, I think as long as we live under a mechanism of white supremacy, we're gonna always be oppressed. I mean, that's the whole point of systemic racism, is for America to keep its knee on the neck of black folks. Institutional racism is gonna always exist because you're gonna always have individuals who are prejudiced in positions of power. Systemic racism is gonna always exist because you got certain policies and practices that just run deep in society, really deep in America. So, until you have white people who want to use their privilege to combat prejudice and who are intentional about dismantling the mechanism of white supremacy, I'm just not sure things will ever change. I'm really not. I mean, I'm keeping hope alive, as the Reverend Jesse Jackson said. But I don't know. We have to be intentional about it. Like, this can't be something that we move on from 2 weeks from now. Like this, white people that have that power and they have that privilege, they have to relinquish a lot of that. And it's the same thing with men when we're in spaces with women. When we have that male privilege, we have to relinquish that power and that privilege. And, I don't even like the term making space. People like to say that, making space. I'm like, this is all God's space. So I don't like to say make space. Like, let's share what God has here for all of us. Cause I can't make space for you. God already made the space. Let me learn to share it with you, because I don't want to look down on you. I don't want to look up at you. I want to look, right into your eyes. So
yes,
yeah, I think we just got to be intentional about dismantling all of these wicked systems, man, but especially the system of white supremacy and systemic racism. Because even when you talk about the book of Revelations, everybody's like, oh, it's the end of the world. I don't think it's the end of the world. I just think it's the end of a system. I think it's the end of a wicked system. So once again, leaning back to God, that's what gives me hope that, there are systems that come to an end and God-like great systems take their place. And I think this is one of those times.
Well, thank you. I just want you to know, I'm one human being. I'm certainly not everything, but it's these conversations that can open people's eyes and hearts. It's these conversations called to the spirit or the soul of a human being, because we want anybody we love to suffer, and we're part of the same family. So we're going to also work to put this in schools so that your voices will be heard from the raw, real place they are, both with the concern and the pain and the hurt, and also the way forward. It's not an easy way. It's not a straight line. There's nothing in nature is a straight line. We see a straight line, a human drew it. Nature is up and down and around, but it feels like, and I sure pray to God that it is for all benefits, for all humanity, that we've hit that tipping point, we move forward. And I have sincerely apologized to all of you, not for me, but for any white person that's ever suppressed or pushed back or not shown you the love or respect that each of you deserve as just the dignity of being a human being. And I thank you for all the fights you've pushed through. I thank you for your perseverance. I thank you for your taking the time today out of your busy time to schedule your deepest feelings and share those, and to share what you think are ways forward. And I just hope that what comes out of this conversation for people is more compassion, more unity, more connection, more love. If we step in each other's shoes, then we can't let this continue. And I'm grateful that we're at this point where even technology is allowed. I saw somebody write that, racism isn't increasing or decreasing, it's just being filmed more. And, bringing that mirror directly to people's faces, I think there is goodness in all humans of all colors, all races, all backgrounds. We're part of the same family. And all of you have contributed so much in your lives already. And my prayer is that you'll continue to do the good work you're doing. And I hope you all know that you can call upon me in any way I can help you or your family, or Charlemagne, a friend like that in the future. I'm dedicated and devoted to your well-being, as I would any other brother or sister on the planet, but especially all of you that have been through so much and are given so much back. So thank you. God bless.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tony.
The Tony Robbins Podcast is directed by Tony Robbins and produced by the Tony Robbins team. Copyright Robbins Research International.